This is Mary, the Stitching Housewife. I am coming to you on Tuesday, December 12th, 2023, and this is Flosstube number 31. And my phone stand is not agreeing with me today. So I have the phone attachment on my ring light, and it's tilted forward, and I can't get it to stay tilted back. I don't know. So I just tilted my ring light back, and I'm not mechanical. So, it's been about a month since I did a video. I just have not been in the mood to do a video. I've been busy. I've been wanting to stitch. I just haven't felt like doing a video. I feel like doing a video. So here I am doing a video. As far as life goes, there's not really much to report. I don't think I had this information last time. If I've already told you this, I'm sorry. But my middle daughter, who is absolutely brilliant, struggles in school. And obviously her potential is much higher than the grades that she is getting. And that's not just me speaking as a mom. Other people outside of the family have told me that. So we had her, we did like a comprehensive test. I've thought since kindergarten she had dyslexia. I never could get anybody to agree with me. The first testing we did not see that because she was only in kindergarten. Like, she had just started kindergarten. And I had pushed for the school to do something and everything. And finally, my husband was resistant to testing because we come from the generation where there was a stigma with needing different types of special education services. Which there's not anymore. I mean, there may be, but it's not that big a deal anymore because so many kids need it. So, he was resistant to testing because he didn't want her labeled. Her teacher said that she was having focus issues, which I knew as well. And so I went and had her tested, and she was diagnosed with dyslexia and ADD. She does not have ADHD. She's not hyperactive. She just has focus issues. So we started medicine for the ADD just to help her focus. And she's doing a lot better in school. I can tell a big difference. She sat down one weekend and read a whole 170-page book. Now, it was a manga book, so it wasn't as much writing on each page, but that's still a big deal for her. So I'm really happy about that. She's improving in school. Oh, that's good. So if, as a parent, you think your child is struggling when they shouldn't be, or you just have this gut feeling that there's something not quite right, push. You are your child's advocate. Push and get them to the point where they can get the help they need. She's third grade. It's taken since kindergarten. Actually, before kindergarten, because I knew before kindergarten that there was something not quite meshing right there. So, I've been pushing against my husband and the schools since kindergarten. But we're finally to a good place. So that aside, that's really the only thing that has happened life-wise. I mean, my husband is still traveling. He will be probably for the rest of his career. And just Christmas is coming. I'm done with my Christmas shopping. I'm just waiting on everything to come in. Teacher gifts and everything. All done. So happy to say that. I am woefully behind on my Flosstube. I have been so busy, I have not been able to watch like I normally do. So I'm like 2 weeks, almost a month behind on my Flosstube, and it's driving me nuts, and I want to catch up. But I will. Maybe after Christmas, but I will. So anyway, on to the stitching. I have a new start and several whips. I have had a couple of no stitching days. My girl's got a new bunk bed, and I put the whole thing together by myself. Brought it in the house. It's metal, so it's super heavy. I brought it in the house. I put the whole thing together by myself, and I was like flat out for 2 days afterwards. I was hurting so bad. But today is day 3, and I'm a little sore here still from turning the Allen wrench. But other than that, I'm back to myself. So I've had some non-stitching days just from being busy and then being down from overdoing it. I used up all my spoons for about 3 days. But I do have a new start, and then I have whips, and then I have haul. I have all the haul. So my husband and I, we buy each other a small, we've decided starting this year, we'll buy each other a small gift, but then we buy our own Christmas. We have a budget to spend, and we buy our own Christmas, and I spent more than half of it at 1, 2, 3 Stitch. Yep. Anyway, so let's get into the stitching. So my first one is the new start, and I started Seasonal Row Winter by Priscilla Blaine of Stitching with the Housewives. This is from the latest edition of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitching magazine. And I'm working on this right now. Pardon the hanging thread. But this is where I am. It's very small, but I couldn't find my small Q-snap, so I had to use a regular size fabric because I don't stitch in hand. My hands can't handle it. But I think this is just the absolute cutest thing. I'm having so much fun. I will tell you, this blue is the wrong color. It's supposed to be 36, 3766, and I was not paying attention, and I pulled 3764. So it's significantly darker, but I'm just going with it. Just going with it. So that's that, and then I work on my temperature tree. Now I'm almost done. I have done into December, and I'm about 2 weeks behind, which is normal. I will finish it up the first day of 2024, if not the last day of 2023. But this is where I've gotten to. See, I have one little leaf on December. It's starting to cool off again here. We haven't had any, I mean, we've had highs in the 50s, but nothing like what, Stitching Row Winter is on a 28 count Lugana from Mystic Fabrics. With no name. And this is on, I think it's a 32 count Lugana from Mystic Fabrics with no name. I love it. I cannot wait to get done. Next year I'm doing the Hedge Witch Temperature Stitch from Witch's Garden Crafts. I love their stuff. They have another style coming out. That doesn't go in there. It's the Light Goddess style. Last year they did the Dark Goddess style. This year they're doing the Light Goddess style. I don't know if I'm going to participate in that as it's going. I will do it eventually. But I've got 3 new starts planned this month and the beginning of next month. So I really want to get some things finished before I do any more starts beyond that. And then I work on Santa's Village. The Temperature Tree is by Stitchin' Mommy. But I worked on Santa's Village by Soda Stitch. And I'll put where I was last time here. And this is where I've gotten to. I've just been adding the white. I've gotten to where I like to color complete, especially if it's on Pattern Keeper and it's not a full coverage. So I'm trying to color complete the white. And I like to color complete from the one with the most stitches, the color with the most stitches, down to the one with the least. And that's why I'm doing the white first. And that is on, hang on. That is on 28 count Lugana in Rouge by Mystic Fabrics. And then I have Girl at the Beach, which is a Dimensions Gold Petite. And I'll put where I was last time here. And she is on 28 count Lugana Mystery Fabric from Mystic Fabrics. And this is where I am. That's the front, right? This is where I've gotten to. That's just sky. And that is all half stitch. So it really goes pretty fast. Except for I have to have my glasses. Because it is 28 count. But it's something about the color. I have to have my glasses to be able to do it well. And then I worked on the, the 85 Schooler Santa from Prairie Schooler. And there's something I wanted to pull out of this to show you. I'm doing all of these and I have them all in this bag. And as I get the ones I'm missing, I'm adding them to this bag. But this is, oh no, that's not what the piece it's on. This is 28 count Lugana with unnamed by Mystic Fabrics. And this is the same fabric I did the 84 Santa on, but I'll put where I was last time here. And then this is where I've gotten to. I love him. And this needle minder says Bat Stitch Crazy. The bat. So then I worked on, I cannot show that. Oh, and the Schooler Santas are by Prairie Schooler, if you don't know. So then I worked on the Fox by Cottage Garden Samplings. Sorry about the glare, guys. And he is on 36 count linen and sage green by Hand Dyed by Rolanda. And I'll put where I was last time here. And that's where I am now. And if you'll remember, this is the one that one of the colors of Floss for the Trees is exactly the same as the fabric. In person, I can see it fine. And for how I'm going to finish these, it's fine. I'm going to do, when I finish all 12 of these, I'm going to make a quilt out of them. I do love working on him. I love the oranges together. And then I worked on Be Godzilla, which is my own design. It says, in a world where you can be anything, be Godzilla. And this is a play on something my son said when he saw one of those signs that says, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. He said, no, be Godzilla. Y'all, he's a mess. But I put where I was last time here. And there's nothing... Oh, and this is on 32 count Lugana with unnamed by Hand Dyed by Rolanda. There's nothing earth shattering here. Okay, I'm just working on the border. That is a lot of border, but I want to get it done so I can move on. And I'm probably gonna leave Godzilla for last. Just so I don't mess my counting up. And then I did a lot of work on Big Folk Flower by Teresa Kogut. This is a Kitten Stitcher exclusive. So you have to go to her website to get it. I think it's called Shakespeare Peddler. And this is on 32 count Mystery Lugana by Mystic Fabrics. And I'll put where I was last time here. And this is where I am now. I'm coming right on along with this one. I'll be done before I know it. Crafts and Books, Beth, the Steadfast Stitcher, runs Facebook group called Crafts and Books. And she has started doing an acrostic. And I've been using this because I really want to get this finished. I've been using this for a lot of the letters because it literally has every letter of the alphabet in it. So I can use it. I could use it for all of them. But I get to a point where I need to stitch on something else. But I really do love that piece. So I've been working on that a lot. So that's all of my widths. Let me fix my planner. And now I'm going to show you all the haul. So let's see. And pardon the crinkling. A lot of this stuff is in bags and I'm not going to take it out because some of it is kits. So for these first two, I need to explain something to you. So for those of you that don't know, I have a history degree. My bachelor's is in history. And the time that I specialized in when I was doing that was medieval and the British Isles. So I love the medieval period and the British Isles, especially the early medieval period. And I have a special fascination with William of Normandy. I drink up anything I can find about him. I've read so much stuff about him. I'm by no means an expert, but I have read and read and read, and I'm always, like, when I read, I do read all the time. And sometimes I'll read a few, like, just fun books, and then I'll go and I'll read about some point in history. Like, I think right now I'm reading Shades of Grey, I think, is the name of it. I can't look on my phone. I'm reading a book about the, when Russia went in and removed people from, like, Lithuania and stuff during World War II. I'm reading a book about that. And the next one I'm going to read is The Venerable Bede. And he talks about some of the stuff that happened, like, before William of Normandy and around the time of William of Normandy and stuff like that. And I really want to. I've tried to read his book before, but it's written in Latin, which I can read, but it's a little bit harder for me. And the ones that I had, one page was in Latin and then the next page was in English. And that was very distracting for me, so I put it away. But now I've got one that is all in English. Anyway, that being said, I am fascinated by the Bayeux Tapestry, which was created after the Norman invasion and the I've drawn a complete blank. The battle that they fought when they invaded England. So, Bothy Threads has a couple of kits out that are reproductions of parts of the Bayeux Tapestry. So, I got the Coronation. And the Cavalry. And I cannot wait to do these. I'm like chomping at the bit to start one of these. And then something else is I have always wanted to cross stitch Christmas stockings for my family. And I got the first one that I'm going to do for my oldest daughter is a dimensions kit. It is Santa's Arrival. And you all know I absolutely love Santa. Let's see. I know there's at least one more kit in here. There they are. I did get several kits. And then I got from Sue Hillis Designs, I got Spring is in the Air. I love vintage bicycles. And I also got Harvest Delivery. And then I got Mill Hill Buttons and Beads Honeybee. I have been trying to find this one for months. I love it, love it, love it. And I want to stitch it, and it has been out of stock everywhere I have looked for months. And 123 Stitch happened to have it in, so it's the first thing in my cart. And then I got Decorating the Haunted House by Lettuce Stitch. Also a kit. Everything I've shown so far in my haul is kits. See, look, isn't that cute? And look how nicely they got this all bobbinated up. And then I got from My Big Toe Designs, Marriage. It says, marriage lets you annoy one special person every day for the rest of your life. From John Elliott Designs, I got Winter Solstice. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole piece or if I'm going to pull out like this part and just do this part. I really like this tree with these fairies around it. And from Homespun Elegance, I got Cinnamon Stick Santa. And from the Drawn Thread, I got This Is Halloween. And then this is one I absolutely had to get. Excuse me. Okay, so y'all know I love Bendy Stitching. And she has a chart that says bad at summer. And I am bad at summer. I hate summer. Summer and I are not friends. Then I got from the A Time for All Seasons series by Cottage Garden Samplings, I got Beesy Spring. I love bees. I don't love actual bees because they sting, but I love bees and cross stitch. Then I got the new Santa's House from the new Fabulous House series. You know I had to do it. I love Cottage Garden Sampling stuff. And then from Heart and Hand, I got Big Hearted Tiny Town and Christmas Tiny Town. From Lizzie Kate, I got Flowers of Tomorrow, and it says, flowers of tomorrow are seeds planted today. And Be Silly, that says, be silly, be honest, be kind. I just love Lizzie K stuff. From Little House Needleworks, I got Hometown Holiday Music Store. Told y'all I had all along. Almost done with the charts and the kits. So from Stitching with the Housewives, I got Let's Go Ride a Bike. Like I said, I love bikes. Vintage bikes. From Poutini, I got Welcome Spring. And it comes with the buttons. And I got Autumn Friends. And then from Primrose Cottage Stitches. I don't know why that's so hard. I got I Would Rather Be Stitching. More bee stuff. And then I worked on filling out my Prairie Schooler stuff. So I got, let's do these in some kind of order. I got the 2023 Santa. The 2023, my butt. 2003. The 2003 Santa. The 2005 Santa. The 2019 Santa. And the 2023 Santa. 2023. I do have the 2023 Santa, as you saw, but that wasn't the one I was showing you. So, and then a little bit of fabric. I got Valor Newcastle, 40 count Valor from Picture This Plus. It's not really showing. It's kind of more green than what I feel like it's showing. And if I can fold this back up, I got 20 count Ada and Nova from Be Stitch Me. That is not a good representation. That's better. And 20 count Ada in Ocean Depths from Be Stitch Me. That's kind of, it's more of a teal than what it looks like to me here. And then I got 36 count linen macchiato, which is the fabric of the month for this month from Be Stitch Me. Now that's showing pretty close. And that is it for my haul. Now I will say I've got some more fabric and some more Prairie Schoolers coming. I managed to find all the ones I was missing, all of them. So I've got the rest of those coming. I don't remember what years they are. And I've got some fabric coming from Witch's Garden Crafts. Dyeing the cross stitch. That one's been a while. And then I've got some floss coming from Be Stitch Me, which I ordered in November, so it'll probably be like February before I get it. She's about 3 months out with her fabric, so I assume the same with her floss. Anyway, that is all I have for today. This is my last regular Flosstube for the year. Probably later this week or next week, I will be coming with a whip parade, my end of the year whip parade. So, that's all I have for you today. As I say, stitch what you love the way you want. And have a good rest of December. Merry Christmas if I don't see you again. Bye.